This graph here is the number of firearms owners in each one of the provinces of Canada. Top four provinces are Ontario, Quebec, Alberta, and British Columbia. So just recently, Ontario joined Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, the Yukon, and New Brunswick in asking the courts for intervenor status on a number of pending court cases against the federal government over the order in councils. Some of these provinces have also made changes to their provincial firearms legislation to prevent the federal government coming into their provinces with the gun confiscation program. Who are the provinces that have not stood up for their citizens? Quebec, British Columbia, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, the Northwest Territories, and Nunavut. So what can gun owners do? Well, let's take British Columbia as an example. In 2016, there was a little over 262,000 votes that separated the party that got into power and the party that formed the opposition. In BC, there's over 315,000 licensed firearm holders in the province. There's an election coming in October. So I'd urge firearms owners to contact the premier of the province and ask whether or not the premier is going to join the other provinces in standing up for its citizens' rights to own firearms in British Columbia. In fact, contact all the leaders of all the parties and ask them, will they do the same thing if their party gets into power? Because there's enough firearms owners in the province, if they all got together and voted the same way, you could actually determine which party gets into power in the next election. Firearms owners in all the provinces and territories of Canada that have not stood up for their citizens' rights could do exactly the same thing.